It has not been an easy week for the Canadian government and Justin Trudeau's cabinet, as the Canadian Parliament somehow managed to praise the National Socialist, and now there's a massive backlash, a range of apologies, and somehow blaming Russia over it. This one is the Conservatives in Canada destroying Justin Trudeau. Alright, so we have a quick video for you guys, a couple of minutes from the Canadian Parliament. And what happened there was you had the Liberal government, as usual, making excuses and then saying we had nothing to do with anything, despite the fact that Mr. Juncker was invited, and there was the Speaker of the Commons who then got into trouble over it because the Speaker's office invited the guy who was, he was sold to us as a Ukrainian-Canadian veteran during the Second World War, and then he was reading as a fighting against the Russians. he was a member of SS, and but now somehow the Liberal government are saying nothing to do with us. It kind of backfired, but the Conservatives in Canada over the last couple of years, they've been rising. They're getting their mojo back, let's just say, and this is what they did in the Canadian Parliament.
Member for Thornhill.
The Speaker of the House took the fall, and the Prime Minister continues to blame everyone else. A full-blown international embarrassment for our country, for our allies, and for everything this nation did to defeat the Nazis. An actual Nazi invited to the House of Commons, welcomed, and celebrated as a hero. And a government that vetted everyone here. Shame. The PM has called Canadian citizens Nazis. Will he muster the courage and stand up on his feet today and take responsibility?
The Honourable Government House Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I think we all feel the deep embarrassment and shame of what happened on Friday. Had anyone in this House known what the Speaker was going to do ahead of time and who this person was, I am certain that not a single person would have stood in this House of Commons. But the fact of the matter is, and my Conservative colleagues know this, that neither the Prime Minister nor the government nor the Ukrainian delegation or any parliamentarian in this place knew ahead of time. It was the Speaker's decision. He's taken responsibility and he has resigned. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Member for Thornhill.
The minister who is now whispering was louder when she also painted Canadians as Nazis, and she can't bring herself to apologize for an actual Nazi this government vetted. Worse even, she tried to strike it from the historical record of this House as if it never happened. A descendant of Holocaust survivors distorting the Holocaust. You should be ashamed of yourself. I don't know how many...
Just a reminder for all questions and comments to be through the chair. The Honourable Member for Thornhill, you have about 5 seconds left there.
How many times I'm going to have to ask this Prime Minister for an apology that he has slandered, dishonored, and embarrassed Holocaust survivors, but I think 2 times is too many.
Yeah. The Honourable Government House Leader.
Mr. Speaker, while the member opposite tries to personally attack me, I will actually stay focused on the facts. The fact of the matter is, and she knows this as well as every other member in this House, is that it was the Speaker who decided to invite this individual. It was the Speaker who acknowledged that he was going to acknowledge him in the chamber. No one in this chamber knew ahead of time of who he was. The Speaker has taken full responsibility for this. He has resigned. It was the right thing to do. It was the honourable thing to do, and it is something that had to be done.
Okay, there's a couple of issues here. One, Corinna Gould, the leader of Justin Trudeau's government in the House of Commons, who was just continuing to throw the Speaker of the Commons under the bus, continuing to do it. She's lying to you because we already saw the photos that she took with Juncker the National Socialist veteran, outside when they were making the actual speeches, so before or after. So clearly she had a conversation with the guy. So clearly she was introduced to the guy. Clearly someone said, this is the guy who fought against the Russians in the 1940s. So she knew. Nobody in her job is going to go to meet someone random, someone who was basically important, saying, hi, what's your name, Mr. Hunka? And not ask, so what did you do? Give me some details about your background. So she knew, and she lied. Secondly, I love how there were a couple of people in the Canadian House of Commons who were still wearing a face mask. I think Canada is still living in 2021. But also, one of the main issues is that when you have Melissa Landsman, by the way, well done, Melissa, for the way you held the government to account. When you have people like her coming up, and all the other, the whole leadership of the Conservatives, the Canadian Tories basically, coming up, their media in Canada are not happy about the way Justin Trudeau is handling everything else. It's basically a Joe Biden situation, just a little bit younger. Now with Justin Castro, the problem we have is that he's created a bit of a vacuum. So he's going to have to go. We know that. He's going to go eventually. But the toxicity that he's created inside the Canadian politics means there are going to be a number of other mini Justin Trudeaus. And good luck with that, Canada. Good luck with that. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm Mario Tousi, and we are the media.